What's up, folks? Welcome back to my channel. Another beautiful day here with Growing Everything Green. As everyone can see today, we do have our amazing fertilizers here in front of us, and we are in week 5 of flower. Just finishing up here, putting up the last touches on these babies, and I think we might be done at week 7 if I'm not mistaken. But there's nothing better than using natural fertilizer for all your flowering needs, and that's exactly what we're going to be incorporating here today. But besides me showing you this new awesome amazing recipe that I have, I am going to be a little bit explaining to you why we use all these products. You guys most of the time see me mix all these brews and just get to brewing. But at the end of the day, a lot of us want to know, why are we putting all these awesome essential nutrients into our beautiful, beautiful flowers that we established since day one? Well, our first one today is going to be our humic acid. Okay, humic acid enhances nutrient uptake, stimulates soil microbiological life, and is a great way to introduce long-term stable organic matter to your garden. Okay, so this is going to be our humic acid. We're going to be using half of a cup. I got a whole cup here, so I'm going to be using half. So let's get right to this. My Growing Everything Green family already knows, here with Growing Everything Green, I love to use an excellent source of purification, which in my case here in my back garden, I love using Boogie Brew. Boogie Brew is a really good purification system that really eliminates any bad toxins in your local water source. It is made by natural cocoa charcoal, and that's one of my favorite filters that I like incorporating here into my garden. Well, first things first, start with a good purification system. Okay, next we're going to move on to our granular humic acid, as everyone can see here. Well, let's start applying it. So like I said, I do have a cup here. I'm gonna be using half of this. And this beautiful humic acid is really gonna open up our nutrition availability, and what a better time to do it right now that we're almost finishing flower. I have been using this nutrition here throughout the whole season long, and it's been working wonders. Well, our next one, we're gonna use rock phosphorus. Okay, rock phosphorus. We're gonna use a 1/4 cup of rock phosphorus. Well, rock phosphorus used as soil amendment to add natural source of phosphorus and calcium. Okay, that's exactly what we want to accomplish at this time of year. We want to give them that perfect amount of phosphorus and calcium for our flowers. This is an essential nutrition that our beautiful plants need to develop those huge, nice, astonishing, huge flowers that we're expecting. Okay, so our rock phosphorus, we're going to use 1/4 of a cup. Okay, so I have my 1/4 cup here. Let's go ahead and dip this in. Okay, whole 1/4 of a cup. I'm gonna put this off to the side. Okay, our next ingredient here on the list today, we're gonna be using our biofish. We have our biofish here in front of us. We're gonna use half of a cup of this beautiful biofish. Biofish is a nutrient-rich fertilizer ideal for heavy feeders, which you guys know our beautiful flowers are very heavy feeders, especially at this time of year, and especially that we just added our humic acid, which that's going to be opening up our nutrition uptake a whole bunch. Okay, so that's why we're going to use our biofish here today. As you guys know, this biofish is loaded with finest marine-based ingredients to improve your soil while nourishing your plants, okay? So let's get started. This biofish, we're gonna use half of a cup. I do not know where I left my half cup, so we're gonna use this cup, and I'm only gonna use half, okay? That should be good. And it goes. Put it off to the side. Okay, besides our biofish, we're gonna be using our fish bone meal. We're gonna be using 1/4 cup of our fish bone meal, okay? This beautiful, beautiful fish bone meal here is a great source of organic phosphorus and calcium, and wonderful for all of flowering plants, trees, and shrubs. So this one right here is a really, really amazing nutrition here. That's also going to help out with our developing flowers, okay? I am pouring all these beautiful nutritions here into a bucket right below me. Okay. So far we got our fish bone meal already. Okay, let's move on to our next beautiful nutrition. My next amazing nutrition that I'm going to use here is going to be my crab meal. My crab meal here, we're going to use half of a cup of this crab meal, okay? Half of a cup of our crab meal. Okay, our crab meal enhances beneficial soil microorganism population due to its rich content, and also makes an incredible compost bioactivator. And that's exactly what we want here. We want to enhance all of our beautiful nutrition that we're using here today, okay? We're going to put this one off to the side. Last but not least here for our dry amendments, okay? We're going to be using our Dolomite lime. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about this Dolomite lime. Dolomite lime is an all-natural mineral fertilizer. It will supply essential nutrients, calcium, and magnesium. It will sweeten your soil and raise your pH enough to improve plants' growth and maximize fertilizer performance. And that's exactly what we're trying to do here. Our Dolomite lime, I'm going to use 1/4 cup of Dolomite lime. Remember, folks, don't use more than what I'm telling you unless you want to destroy your plants, which I am pretty sure that's something none of us want to do here, okay? Well, let's move on to the next part, okay? We're going to be using molasses. I do usually encourage everybody to use backstrap molasses. In this case, we're using Grandma's original unsulfured molasses. Well, let me tell you a little bit about molasses. I did make a video specifically dedicated to molasses, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about it today. When molasses are combined with organic fertilizers, you can create food which is used by the healthy microbes found in the soil. The higher the numbers of healthy microbes, the healthier your plants will be. Molasses helps to feed the microbes that already exist in the soil and is your primary activator fuel. So this is our primary activator fuel, okay? I encourage you guys to go use backstrap molasses, okay? You want to use 1 teaspoon per gallon. And as you guys know, if you've been here long enough, you guys know I like to eyeball it, but that's my personal way of doing it. I encourage you guys to go measure this to the T, okay? And of course, this beautiful molasses is going to help activate all these beautiful beneficial nutritions that we're brewing here today. That's exactly what I'm going to do here. Well, we have our molasses already incorporated in there. Let me go get this water source so we could get to brewing. As everyone can see right here, we're already incorporating our filtered water. I love using Boogie Brew as my filter, but I do also use another different type of carbon filter here in my garden. If you guys want to know a little bit about that one, let me know in the comments. That one is a whole lot more cost efficient than this one. The only thing you are going to have to put a couple pieces together to get this filter going. But once you have all those essential pieces to this filter, all you're gonna have to do is purchase this filter for as low as $6 to $7, and it's gonna do the exact same thing as Boogie Brew does. Okay, Boogie Brew is typically, I believe it's around 25 to 30 bucks if I'm not mistaken. This other filter that I created is about $5 to $6 online. Okay, but let me know in the comments if you guys want to know a little bit about that one, and I'll be more than happy to show you. Okay, well, as everybody can see here, we are getting to that perfect level of water where we want it. Man, you guys, there's nothing more amazing than growing your own flowers, your own vegetables, your own everything in your own garden, and that's exactly what I love doing here. And there's not a better way to do it, in my opinion, than naturally. That's exactly what we're doing here today. Okay, well, the water is where we want it. Go ahead and kick that off. Before I actually start brewing, I am going to show you the pump. Okay, this is my pump that I have here. This one right here is probably already about 2 years old, and it's been working great. The pump itself did come with this fitting here, and I did have to go to my local automotive store and get me all these hoses. And let's see, what else did we have to put together here? Oh, okay. All these stones, these are going to be our aerating stones. We got these stones as well online, and that's going to be the essential key role components to brewing this amazing tea that we're brewing here today. Okay, so let's go ahead and set those in there. All right, we're up and brewing. So all these ingredients we added here today are very, very important. And I also love using organic worm castings. Okay, so I am going to put a handful. I usually use this with all my teas. I love adding worm castings to all my beautiful teas that I brew here in the garden. But yeah, you guys, this tea right here is gonna really, really help you with your flowerings, with all your flowering developing, and just establishing those beautiful, beautiful, delicious flowers. This recipe also works really, really good for tomatoes and just a whole bunch of different types of plants. Well, folks, as you guys can see, that's pretty much it here for today. You're going to want to go ahead and brew this tea for 24 hours. After you're done brewing that tea for 24 hours, you have the options to feed it directly, or you could actually dilute it. So you could actually grab another 5-gallon bucket like this one, fill it up about halfway with your purified water, then brew that water probably around 30 minutes just to make sure you get any impurities out, and just to activate all those beneficial microorganisms that we're establishing. Then after you pour that, you brew those your water for 30 minutes, go ahead and add half of this, then fill this half up with water, so you can have 2 5-gallon buckets of equal parts. And then you can separate your stones and stick them into the other bucket for another 30 minutes just to get everything really mixed up and activated. And bam, you're ready to feed. You're gonna thank me for this one. Well, folks, that's pretty much it for today here with Growing Everything Green. I'll catch you guys on the next one.